Well, before I even got to Frontline, it was really Trey 9 who gave me my start in Christian hip hop. So I started doing R&B music. I recorded an entire 10-track R&B album with my cousin Michael Hart with Rhythm Section ENT in California. And so I created this album, and then God, you know, started working on my heart with those sin issues I was talking about. And it was a start for me. You know, I didn't get to the core of those issues at that moment, but I knew that God was changing my life. And actually the church that I was at the time, the first lady, she called me to the front. And I grew up as a pastor's kid, so you always get like prophecies of, you know, different things that God has in store for you. But at this particular moment, I was 15, and she called me to the front and she said, God has a special place for you in his kingdom. God has a purpose and a destiny for your life. And that's right after I created an R&B album. So I was just like, how is R&B going to help this special purpose? You know, so I said, if God thinks this much of me, even in the mess that I'm in right now, to choose me, then he must want me to change around the gift that he's given me, which was singing at the time, music. So I linked up with Trey 9. My mom was my manager, and she also started the record label Art Music Entertainment back in like 2009, like the summer of 2009. And so I got with Trey 9 and started serving in Hip Hop Hope. I started doing the intro, got connected with different artists, got connected with Corey Paul, and we both were actually performing the intro every week. And so one day we started talking, you know, after we performed the intro, and we realized like, hey, our stories kind of match a little bit. You know, we both see the same things for our careers. And then he built a relationship with Reconcile. And so Fo was in the group when the group originally started. And then when Fo left, I came into the group. So I came in around like 2011, and then I exit 2012, like right after, you know, South by Southwest and stuff like that. But those are still my brothers. I support them. They support me. They love the Pretty Night project. I actually sent it to them before I started sending it out to different people just to get some feedback. So that's kind of like my story. Started out as R&B, then transitioned into singing, and then started rapping in 2010, 2011. So it's been a journey. You know, I've been doing this for about 7 years now. So yeah, so I went to school. So I was at the University of Houston. I graduated in May, so go Cougs. And then I took some time away from music, just from so many different transitions, you know, leaving Frontline. I was also with another record label. I was, you know, struggling to figure out if I wanted to stay with Art Music Entertainment, which is the label, like I said, my mom created. And I just got discouraged, to be completely honest, you know, with you and everybody else watching. And I was like, I don't really know if God has called me to this, because there's so many negative things happening with music, and I love music so much. And so I don't really know if he wants me to do this. And so I was just like, well, maybe I can pursue real estate. So there's an opportunity for me to go to real estate school while I was in college. And so I did real estate for like a year, got my license and everything. And I was like, I don't like this, you know. And then I would say by the end of about like 2013 going into 2014, I started getting calls from my friends. Like Corey called me, my friend Hilary Jane called me, my friend Trey Cosmos called me. None of them knew that they were talking to me about the same thing, but all of them basically said, you have to get back to the reason why God created you, which is your voice in music. And then the Southern Lights tour came with Alex, Faith, and Dre Murray. And I hadn't seen Dre since I was about 17 years old at the Unity Conference in Oklahoma. And when I saw Dre, I was like, Dre, I don't really know if I feel music, but I miss it. And he said, music needs your voice. And when Dre Murray said that to me, Hilary Pradia, when Dre Murray said that to me, I was just like, I gotta feel it again, you know. And so during that time off, I just had some time to think, I had some time to pray. And then I told the Lord, I was just like, look, if you want me to put out an album, you need to give me some money to do it, because I'm a broke college student. So he literally gave me what I asked for, and it's just been not a cakewalk, but it's just been a journey, I would say, just creating the project and stuff like that. So